You're listening to Bodify Insider from Bodify Functional Fitness.
Okay. Ready?
No, sir, but let's do it.
Va, 3, 2, 1.
Instead.
Hola, ¿qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bienvenidos al podcast Bodify Insider, episodio número, creo que 19, 20, 19, 20, algo así.
Yeah.
Pero en esta ocasión de Bodify Insider tenemos el Fitness Fireside con un invitado especial, mi estimado Pedro Sáenz. ¿Cómo estás?
How you doing, guys?
I feel like there should be a curtain. Like, hey,
We haven't introduced you yet.
Yeah,
Wait,
Hey,
why?
la gente no sabe que estás aquí todavía. Sí, para los que están en audio nada más, no sabían que eres tú.
Exactly.
Ya hablaste, ya.
Yeah.
Delete that from the
Screwed it
production.
All right.
Tony Ferdin, bienvenido.
I'm here just passing by, Chuy. How's it going?
All right,
guys.
man. We've been wanting to get you here for a while. Finally, he made time to
Finalmente.
come hang out with his boys.
Y que ya merito nos hacía, ¿eh? Ya merito nos hacía. Los horarios de este señor son muy complicados.
I've been very busy.
Son más complicados que los del señor Donald Trump. Pero bueno, tuvimos el privilegio.
In the hot seat.
And the hot seat today. Y bueno, como ustedes ya lo vieron probablemente, tuvimos en el asiento caliente a Coach Becca, anteriormente Coach Nino, Coach Bernardo y por ahí también Coach Stan, que fue el que dio básicamente el opening de toda esta serie de podcasts para que ustedes también lleguen a conocer un poquito más a los coaches de Bodify, no solamente cómo de repente se portan, pues no quiero decir malas palabras, pero ustedes piensan que de repente somos malos, pero no, eso es por su bien, muchachos, es por su bien.
An inside look at Coach Tony.
Sí,
Let's get to it,
básicamente
man.
vamos a platicar de eso.
let me
Y
get
bueno,
comfortable here.
tenemos 10 preguntas, mi estimado Tony, no te preocupes.
Okay.
Ninguna,
All right.
ninguna pregunta es académica, no tiene que ver con la escuela. No te vamos a hacer preguntas de matemáticas.
No wrong answers.
No.
Can I
answer.
plead the fifth at each one? And
Trae hasta
no,
notepad güey.
I know.
just in case I want to write down my notes. I don't have anything prepared before you guys think.
He doesn't know what the questions are, so
Yes.
he hasn't. Like always, we keep the questions from them, so they don't know what's coming. But they're all in fun. They're all that way. Everybody gets a little inside look at you, man. So
Sí.
it'll be fun.
Let's see it.
Ok, bueno, pues comencemos. Y la primera pregunta está por acá.
All right,
Y va, Tony, ¿estamos listos?
I'm ready.
let's do it.
Ok.
Suspense is killing me.
Here we go. All right. Tony, let's get a warm-up right here, okay? If you can only use one piece of equipment for a workout for the rest of your life, what would it be and why?
Move. I mean, I have to say kettlebell on that one.
Kettlebell.
Because if I say barbell, that's already that one piece. And I'm not going to add any weight to it. Or can I?
No, si puedes.
Oh,
It's
in that
part of
case,
the-
then it'll be the barbell.
Barbell.
Barbell. Definitely the barbell because you can do pretty much
Boring.
everything with it. Boring, but there's only one right answer to this.
No, it's good. It's good.
I'm not going to say rocks or whatever like science would say.
Rocks.
You got a barbell, then you can do every single
very
movement.
efficient. You're very efficient.
Yeah, it's about efficiency.
Yes. Very good.
Side efficiency.
I get it.
So, how many points do I get for this one?
There's no right.
It's not like the Steve Harvey show.
Oh no, I grade him like
Steve Harvey.
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. All right, I'm gonna write
A
that
C.
one down.
Z. Okay, number
right.
2, Pedro.
My turn. All right. So you've been in the fitness game for a while. What's the most bizarre fitness trend you've ever witnessed or tried? Bizarre.
The most bizarre fitness trend. Well, since you say try, because I never.
What did you
Because
do?
I was gonna say the one where they cut off your circulation and they're like, hey, you gotta work out with.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Wow, there's no blood flowing to your muscles. To me, that's the most bizarre. I'm like, but you need blood to your muscles. I don't know what's happening there.
Blood flow restriction.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
There's some science to it, but it only got popular for like a second, and then all of a sudden, maybe hopefully nobody got sick or anything. I stopped seeing it.
Yeah, después de que le cortaron la
So,
pierna a la señora esa.
But I would say the most bizarre would be the ketogenic diet on an endurance training. That was the most bizarre.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, it wasn't bizarre. It was just wrong, no?
Because I'm like, I don't know. It's a very carb heavy training carb heavy event, but you're going keto. And I'm like, how does that work? It's like, hey, you got to make your car move, but you're only got to put water in your gasoline tank. Like, it's not gonna, it's only going to happen. Well, actually, it's not going to happen for a very long time.
Exactly.
But then again, I don't want the ketogenic friendly people attacking me later on in these comments.
You're gonna be blocked on social media.
Yeah, I'm just thinking scientifically. I
He's
could be wrong.
canceled.
I could be wrong. I don't know.
You're canceled by the keto people.
Yeah, I don't want to get scientific, but
Yeah, I'm
Tony
with you on that one.
Oh, okay.
I agree.
There you go.
I agree. You should not be doing keto diets if you're an endurance athlete.
Okay.
yes.
Bien. Número 3. Tony, sabemos que eres un super fan de probablemente el mejor equipo de la NFL.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Los Steelers.
Okay.
Terrible.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for stating that fact.
How dare you, Chuy? How dare you?
¿Qué jugador del pasado o del presente embodies your fitness philosophy and why? I think I know that answer.
All excited. Look
You
at
already
him
know
smile.
that. I
Look
think
at
you
him
already
smile.
know the answer to this one.
Yeah.
My answer is going to be always the same person if ever you ever ask me. It's going to be Troy Polamalu. Troy Polamalu is always. And part of the reason why my son's name is Troy. Right?
Troy.
Yep.
He just kind of set the example for me for, I guess, one of the main reasons I stick to the Steelers because of Troy Polamalu is back then I would look at his training for he would train super hard, but I don't know. He's a perfect balance of training hard, being competitive, but also being a humble person and just being an all-around role model. So as a fitness, I guess, role model, that would be who I...
¿Y nunca hiciste el Troy Polamalu look?
No, I tried to grow the hair out, but as you can see, it's already kind of falling. I'm like, man, it's too late. I'm already in my 30s. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, your time has gone for that kind of hair.
I'm going to go look at some wigs later.
Troy Polamalu. I actually, of all the Steelers, I got to say, I really respect that guy. He was a hell of a player. He was a hell of a player, man.
He's a very likable guy. So
Yeah.
he would never talk crap, and he would kind of just,
Silent assassin, man.
Yes, and then he would pray after every play, or every hard hit. He would do the cross sign of the cross.
After he almost murdered somebody.
Yes, he would do the sign of the cross because he's like
yes.
he realized his power and how hard he hit, and he would do the sign of the cross, making sure he's okay.
Hell of a player. I give you
Protégelos
that
del
one.
madrazo que les voy a dar. ¿no?
There's very few Steelers that I actually like player-wise, but he's one of them for sure.
I think Antonio Brown is the next person I'd want to be like.
Oh my God.
No, I'm kidding.
Please
Just
don't.
kidding. he went the other way.
Please
he
don't.
went the other way.
No.
Yeah. All right, my turn.
Okay.
We're on number 4 already. See, it's quick.
Quick.
Yeah, it is being quick.
All right, so let's talk about food. Ooh.
I'm not much on food.
Uh-oh. What's the most unusual post-workout meal you've ever had, and would you recommend it? And he's had plenty.
Right away, I'm going to
Weird
say I
ones.
don't recommend it.
Okay.
Oh, man. Can I go intro, though, instead? Post?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Whatever
Well,
you
it's
want.
kind of a post, in other words.
kinda, yeah.
So it was, I think it was New Jersey. I think it was New Jersey race.
Oh, yes. I know exactly where you're going with this.
I think it was the New Jersey ultra race. You always need food in between, like the breaks, right? So after
transition area,
the transition. And we've always tried. Oh, we need to eat oats and we need to eat good carbs and fruit. And I'm like, I've never had the appetite for it. So
what did you
this
do?
time, the night before, we bought Pizza Hut and a big quart of chocolate milk. And I was like, I'm going to take this to the bin with my other stuff and see which one I have the appetite
No
for.
refrigerator, by the way. And this is a long race.
The refrigerator was environment itself.
It wasn't.
It was
that
a little
cold.
chilly.
No.
So either like one of them had to be cold, one of them had to be hot. It was the average of both.
The
when I
balance.
got
The
there.
average of both.
Believe it or not, I was able to eat the pizza and drink the chocolate milk and finish the race. It was the most awkward.
It was disgusting.
It was the most awkward nutritional thing that I could have done, but it worked because I actually ate it.
Well, whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
There might be a tree planted in my name and after that.
That's a different story.
But, yeah.
De hecho, en los ultras ves, o sea, todo tipo de esto, ¿no?
Yeah.
Like, you see people with a gallon full of, like, pasta or soup.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
That's a big one.
Like, literally sharing.
But see, pastas.
But I think you're the only person that has taken chocolate milk to the transition area with cold pizza.
I don't know. Might have been warm chocolate milk.
Warm chocolate milk
pizza.
and pizza.
Either or.
Oh, la pizza sabe bien como sea.
Yeah.
O sea, like, you can
But
just
it's
cold.
like
Yeah, pizza's pizza.
The proportion.
But with chocolate milk, like even just not even take the race
If
out
you
of
think
it.
about it, it's all
Have you had-
fatty.
But chocolate milk and pizza do not go at all.
Some people put pineapple on pizza. Don't even tell me what goes with pizza.
Chocolate
Pero
milk doesn't go.
una cosa es lo que le pongas encima y otra que- con lo que acompañes. Like,
I have another reason
O sea,
to.
no me voy a comer unos tacos con leche.
Here's my rebuttal.
O al menos que ahorita me
In
digan
the
que sí.
public school system, they would always give pizza with milk. And you could choose whether with regular milk or chocolate milk.
Y por eso hay un
where he
problema
got it
de
from.
obesidad en el país también.
Oh, but I went to LSD. Science went to San Agustin short shorts all the time.
Short shorts. Ok, number
All
five.
right, number 5.
Ok, Tony. De todos los roles que tienes, co-owner, fitness director, athlete, creator, director, dad, what's the funniest mix-up or misunderstanding you have encountered?
Wait, funniest mix-up? How do you mean? Give me an example.
O sea, de
What's
todo,
the
de todo.
funniest mix-up or misunderstanding you've encountered?
Oh, wait, no, I don't understand the question. Can you ask ChatGPT to reword it for me? Talk to me like I'm 5.
No, o sea, como-
Out of all your roles, you know, in your different roles, has there been a mix-up with one of them? Like you're, you know, at least for me, like I'll give an example of what that means to me is like, you know, here, you know, I'm in charge of some shit, and then I go home and I'm not in charge of some shit.
Oh,
And there's misunderstandings there. It's like, you're not the boss at home.
I am. That's exactly probably the same for me, but even times 2. Because I get here and I get to call the shots on most things, right? And I was like, this is going to go this way, this is going to go this way, this is what it's going to be. But then I go home and it's like, now I'm the servant. not only
the
to
slave.
the girlfriend, but to this 2.5-year-old guy, where it's like I have to be, as soon as he whines or says something, I have to be at attention because he's the boss from now on.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes, it's a very big flip. So
Yeah.
but being a dad is
being a dad,
is
you're his employee, no?
yeah, not really because I don't get paid for it.
Exactly. I was going to say, you don't get paid for that one.
Unless I'm gonna get back pay if he ever gets famous or anything like that.
There you go. You take a cut. For sure.
Va a ser tu Macaulay Culkin. haz de cuenta.
Yes.
Exactly.
I'm gonna expect some repercussions there.
All right. Number 6. Imagine fitness styles are like music genres.
Okay.
If you had to describe your coaching style as a genre, what would it be and why?
Okay. I would say reggaeton.
Wow. Okay.
Why? Because I would say my coaching style flows naturally and, and it's enjoyable and it has meaning.
And reggaeton does?
Yeah.
Yes. Some of those songs. Not I mean if you talk
Que te mamen el culo es...
oh my goodness. I'm not talking about Yo Perro Sola and all that stuff.
Okay.
Maybe some of those songs you can understand their words. They have meaning towards instead of like the mumble rap and stuff like that.
The mum.
Like there's actual lyrics to it, but let's not talk about
Oh,
it.
you're right. That's
Like maybe listen to some of the Bad Bunny songs have meaning towards it. Daddy Yankee
Do
back
they?
in the day, but not
La Gasolina.
but not like not like Peso Pluma, which was like canceled for probably a reason there.
we don't know yet.
It's a rumor.
Fake news,
It's
no
a
sé.
rumor.
Podría ser.
You're putting out fake news.
Sí.
Yes. Okay, sorry. We'll find out when this podcast comes out. if
Sí,
it was true or
probablemente
not.
para este podcast subimos si sí fue o no. Okay.
But I think
That's the
I was
question.
okay. You know, what would you have answered? You know, you can't go rock just because that's your favorite music, or Bee
Well,
Gees.
yeah, it's got to be rock.
Sí.
It's got to be rock because it's exciting, it's loud, it's in charge.
Yes, but
it's
reggaeton
my
gets you to
style.
move.
So does rock.
It gets you to jump around.
Exactly. Exactly.
Fine.
It's gotta be rock.
We all have our. You can kind of tell who a person is with that type of
The
question.
music that they select, for sure. So,
Yeah,
reggaeton.
Chuy would go
He's
with
a
Mariachi
reggaeton.
Loco.
I never hear you listening to reggaeton.
Ya sé, güey.
I was going to say country.
It's my
Sí.
country music.
He's the only guy that works out to slow country music. Like, and he's doing
and I'll
like
say it
hard
here.
workout.
I'll say it here when people ask me, why listen to country music? Don't you want to listen to something that's motivating? I was like, motivating comes from inside. It shouldn't come from out here. So next time somebody wants to bring that up, you know my answer.
Yo como tengo el Mexican chip cada que Tony está haciendo workout con country, siento que van a servir un plato de barbecue en cualquier momento.
Talking about that, it reminds me I'm missing the Morgan Wallen concert.
What?
He's in Texas.
Really? That's good stuff.
He's in Dallas right tomorrow
Okay.
or today.
All right, you're up.
¿Qué es?
Number 7.
Number 7? Yeah, we're almost in.
Okay. We all have those days, Tony. What's the funniest excuse you have heard from someone trying to skip a workout?
The funniest excuse? No, I can't think of a funniest excuse. But the funniest thing would be when a female says, I'm in my days, I do nothing but like, okay, I'll see you next time. Because I am not going to mess with that. You don't know what you're going to get. And I'm not going to get into detail because I know it's going to be females listening to this. But as soon as whoever it is, client says that, I'll be like, okay, I understand. I will see you when you start feeling better. I am sorry. For what? For whatever.
For whatever, exactly.
For being a man.
Yes, I'm sorry going through this.
I'm sorry.
But I would say I have to be the funniest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, next one. Number 8, in the spirit of never say never.
Okay.
What's one fitness challenge you swore you'd never try but ended up loving?
The 30-mile race. You knew me from the beginning. I was never a long distance runner. I was always a sprinter.
Right.
And it goes back to the story on the Vermont thing. I was like, I'm never going to be a long distance runner. Like, I only like short distances. But I ended up running 30 miles.
He did it.
So I ended up doing it.
Yep.
It's possible.
It's possible.
As long as you have a body, you can do it.
How many ultras have you done? He's done more than one. He's done a bunch.
I don't know, like 6 or 7, maybe 8. I know I've done
A couple
Killington.
Dallas.
I know I've done Killington twice.
Killington
I
twice.
had to throw it in there.
New Jersey.
So I did New Jersey twice, Killington 2 out of 3. The one in Mexico.
That's right, Puebla.
Isn't there another? Oh, Dallas. I've done Dallas like I did 3 or 4 times.
He's done a few.
Sí.
Yeah,
I
he's
think
done
I'm
a
in the
few.
double digits. Yeah.
¿Dónde están los buckles?
There's a lot of.
Where are they? Oh, they're up there.
They're at eBay.
Están ahí arriba, sí es cierto.
Oh yeah, most of them are up there. Oh yeah, they're all up there. I don't have any in my possession.
Cierto.
Yeah.
They're all.
Yeah, he's an ultra. Well, when was the last one you did?
I think it was the Dallas one. The Dallas.
Like, what year?
Like 4 years ago.
Pre-COVID?
Yes.
Sí,
Pre-COVID.
2019
I stick to my
probably.
story. I have not been the same since COVID.
Was it like the cold one?
It was the muddy. No.
The muddy one.
No, there was a cold one, and then it was the muddy one, and then the next one.
It was
the
heat.
next one after that. There was one where it was super muddy, and there was no running.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
The one after that was the last one.
Yeah. And
Which
that was,
was- I don't know
it
what
was
year.
a cold, muddy, and then just regular Dallas, Texas
Yeah,
weather.
but I don't remember what year that was.
19, I think.
So I'm not retired. Not retired from ultras. At some point, I will do it.
Yeah. There's one in October.
When I turn 40, after I turn 40. This year is gone. Yeah, it's gone. My last event is Hyrox.
But that's
This
like
one's
November.
before.
Yeah.
Exactly. This one's before Hyrox.
You know, the training is different.
There's a
haven't
program.
even-
There's a 12-week program about to start.
Yeah.
Really win.
That's the
But-
beauty of being an athlete here at Bodify is we can do whatever the fuck
I
we
know
want.
we can.
We can do Hyrox.
I've just already
we can
set
do-
my mind to where like my 30s are over.
I'm gonna work on them. Me and Chuy are gonna
See.
to have him do it.
I could probably do
we'll
a-
shame him into it.
I could probably do a sprint.
We'll shame him
Nah,
into it.
be.
Nah, you can't go to Dallas and just do a sprint. Come on, bro.
Y lo acabamos de hablar en el podcast anterior.
Exactly.
And the one in this year was a beast, right? Oh yeah, San Antonio was a beast. San Antonio, right? Or
Houston.
Houston was a beast.
Houston.
At least I did a beast earlier this
Yeah,
year.
that's true.
¿Y cómo te fue?
I placed like 200 and something.
I was like, did he?
All right.
Okay.
Number 9.
Number
Wrapping
9. Ok, Tony, si tuvieras un fitness show, ¿quién sería tu primer invitado?
Oh, wow.
¿Y qué le preguntarías? I think I know.
Do you really know? Guess.
Maybe.
Guess. I'll tell you you're right.
Grover? Tim
Yes,
Grover?
sir. Tim Grover is gonna. Tim Grover is the one I would invite, and I would let him run the show. Let him run it. I actually did
You have
see
to
him.
ask him something.
Estaría Tony. Ok.
Actually,
Talk.
Well, no. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I would actually invite him to the show. Like I've seen him before, but I would ask him, talk to me about your coaching philosophy or your training philosophy when you're training either a group of people or one-on-one, and see what he says.
A ver, ¿qué nos puedes compartir de Tim Grover?
Tim Grover, he is just all about mental strength. Whether it's yourself, whether it's in your personal motivations, whether it's business, everything all applies. And if you haven't read the book Relentless, I know you're starting to read a lot, so I'm gonna have you read that one.
Sí, está dentro de la
This
lista.
is my favorite book. I go back to it every once in a while. I even listen to it during my training. But all he says is you have a goal and you need to strap yourself in and get to it.
Make it happen.
I think you just think about the Kobe mentality and the Michael Jordan mentality. They had to come from somewhere.
Yeah, he was their coach.
He was their coach. Yeah,
¿Y crees que este libro le sirva a los ultras?
definitely. Everybody, it should be a must read.
It should.
It
You're
should be
right.
a must
It's a
read.
great book.
The Relentless book. I every person that I know likes to read, I say you need to read this book or listen to it, because I know a lot of people don't really. If you listen to it, but also the first one is called Relentless, the next one is called Winning is Everything, but it's all similar.
Ok, en el podcast de Gear Up,
Yeah.
tenemos que aventarlo.
Required reading.
Sí. Read this book.
Spartan Up and
Sí.
Yes.
Tim Grover.
Relentless.
We were talking about one of his quotes last time. Something
Same.
similar is like once you get obsessed with the results, the training is nothing.
All right. Yep.
Exactamente.
Good stuff. I like that one.
Yeah.
All right, last one, bro.
Last one. Here we
Wasn't
go.
that bad.
Because I'm already.
He was kind of nervous.
I was kind of sweating. I am still sweating.
All right, finally. We know how you're into Hyrox and Spartan races. Which event had the most unexpected turn of events, and how did you handle it?
Which event has the most unexpected turn of events?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if anything can beat Spartan,
Ajá.
but I would like. The only thing I like to talk about Hyrox is once you get to the sled, it's like I wasn't ready for this. I'm like, I'm pretty strong. I can squat this much. I can squat over 200. I can deadlift over 300. I got this. I got to the sled and I'm like, man, I'm puny. My whole energy was spent pushing and then pulling. Zone 2 and 3, right?
Zone 2 and 3.
Yeah.
So that was
It's brutal.
So that was a real rude awakening. And it kind of, my legs were just out the rest of the race, even though I still had to run 7 more 1,000 meter runs. Yeah. But other than that, I compare another turn of it was the mountain races. It's like you can run all you want, but if you don't do any incline work,
Yeah.
you're going to be there for hours.
Tell me about it.
So mentally, what do you tell yourself when you're in that moment? Because I know how I deal with it and stuff like that, but I find it interesting to see how people what that conversation is with yourself when you're actually get to the fucking sled and it's like, Jesus, how am I gonna do this and still run?
Yeah, I've already taken 3 minutes on not even half of that zone
without going you go to that dark place, that negative, but how do you get out of that? Like in Hyrox and then in Spartan, when you got that big ass climb in Vermont and you got to go do it again on the second lap. What are you talking to yourself?
There's a few things that I got go. Like I can say 3 things. Number 1 is other people have gone through this. A lot of people have gone through this. Why not me?
Right.
Why wouldn't I be able to do this? Number 2 is you just have no option. You have no option to do it, but you're going to have to find a way to get it done. Then there's no quitting. Quitting is not one. Throw that off. Unless you're all of a sudden you tore something, you broke something, okay, you can stop.
Right.
But other than that, you have no option but to find a way, no matter what, to get it done. And the last one is, I've done some of the toughest things and I've accomplished them. And I go back to I've done worse things. I can get through this.
Right.
I've done worse things. Seeing incline after incline after incline, wanting to quit, and 12, 14 hours later, still get it done. That's probably the worst experience. So I take myself back. I've done that before. I can do this.
And how do you think that we talk about it a lot of time on our podcast, is how an ultra kind of, it almost gives you that mindset to that you can overcome things, so kind of like what you were just saying right there, you can take it to your everyday life. Have you had experience in using that? And
we're not lying when we tell people it's going to change your life, because I still go back to that 2015 and what's 9 years ago already. And you realize that you've been through that. Everything else in life is not as hard, and it sticks with you. It just sticks with you. You've overcome that. You've learned a lot about yourself. You've pushed yourself. You've talked to yourself for hours. And that's something that you don't forget.
Right.
You just don't forget it. The only thing you do forget is the pain, because you end up signing up for
Exactly. Exactly.
There's another one.
Yeah. Give it a couple days.
Never
Sign
going to
up
do
for
this
another
again.
one.
Oh, there's one in Dallas.
Sí. Yo creo que yo cada vez que estoy aquí digo, ¿por qué chingados estoy haciendo estas mamadas otra vez? Este va a ser mi
What's
último.
funny is you tell yourself off for doing it while the race.
Sí.
For sure. All the time. You're going to think that at least one time in a race. Even if it's Dallas, even if it's it's not a mountain race, you still tell yourself Jesus, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And then at the finish line, you know why.
You'll know it at the finish line.
Yeah, you know why. That feeling that you get, when you went to the dark place and you got through it, like what I just did in France, it just brought it all back to me. It brought 2015 back to me. It's like, holy shit. You
didn't bring back Canada to you?
That too. We talked about that too a little while ago in our prior podcast. Is you get to those really hard races and you can lean on it. I've been here before. It's like I'm not going to quit.
There you go.
I'm not going to quit.
That.
And then when life shit happens, then it's like same thing. I'm not going to quit. You just got to push through it and deal with the shit, and you end up on the other side a better person. So
it's like with anything. Once you know you've been through it before or something similar, it's easier for you to do it again.
Yep.
Sí. Fácil.
Exactly. Well, good job, bro. That was it.
Thank you.
It's not
Fácil,
that
ya
bad.
ves?
Good. Thank you. Hey, and then it lasted
Finally, he made it in. We've been trying to get him here for months. So, we had him on the hot seat for a little bit, but you did good. And I know you got a couple more. How do people follow you? How do you get information from Mr. Fitness Director
From
here?
athlete class and todo eso.
Oh, yes. So if you haven't tried Athlete before, I guess I can talk about that one. I have my athlete shirt. It's something I'm very proud of. That program. If you've never tried it, whatever your sport is, it's going to make you better at whatever sport that is. A lot of our members do the athlete program, which do DECA, they do Spartan, and now Hyrox, or are just runners. Definitely it makes you a better athlete for that one. So it's doesn't take over your training, but it makes you better runner, a better box over, a better med ball thrower, or a better hanger when it comes to obstacles. Gets you to push that heavy sled in Hyrox. Gets you to jump higher. It really was catered. That type of program caters to any type of athlete. If you're in sports, maybe recreational sports, you do basketball, football, volleyball, makes you a better jumper, better sprinter all around. So I push it to anybody else. It's sports performance for adults. This is what it is.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Very fun class.
It is a fun class.
Yes.
Very much.
It's Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturday.
Tuesday, Thursdays, 5:15 in the morning, 6:15 in the evening. Saturdays, as of now, 7:15 and 9:15 in the morning.
Not 7:15. Well,
we'll find out. We're going to find out this coming Saturday.
All right. Well,
Okay.
Thank you very much, man.
Perfect.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate your invite.
All right. We'll see who's next on our little fireside chats. Do hard shit, guys.
This episode was produced by Bodify Functional Fitness.